Hi, welcome to the Dragon's Cave, my first ever video. I have no idea if this is going to work. I'm trying something new involving silicone oil. I've mixed up my resin. I use Resin Pro by Crystal, if anybody's interested. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. It's nice and thin, but it is very hot today, so it's likely to set quite quickly. So what I'm going to do, I've got 10ml in each of these cups. I'm going to pop a bit of pigment, resin pigment in there, so I'm going to do 5 drops of colour in each. I did shake them beforehand. I'm going to put, which one is this? Nope. I'm going to put some white pigment, you can see that actually, a couple of drops. I'll do 3 drops of white pigment in each one. And then I'm going to pop in some white alcohol ink to stop it sinking too fast, hopefully. That was supposed to be 3 drops, so you end up as 4. So we'll do 4 in each. Did make a mistake when I opened this one because I cut the top rather than sticking a pin in it. So I can't see the camera, so I don't know what you can see, if anything. I'm just going to mix these up. And what I'm going to do, in one of the hearts, I'm going to just drop these in and then drop some silicone oil on top. And then I'm going to put some silicone oil in the ink and drop that into the other heart to see if it makes any difference, see if it does anything at all. I've never used silicone oil before, so it should be interesting. Okay, I think they're mixed well enough. Let's give this a go. As you can probably tell, I've mixed far too much colour, but I have got another mould on standby. Apologies for the background noises, I do live on quite a busy road, as you can probably tell. The only day I could do this without the noise would be a Sunday. And since the weather is predicted to be 35 Celsius this coming Sunday, I don't think I'll be doing much with resin. More likely to be lying around in the garden, enjoying the sunshine. It's actually quite hot already today. It's 28 degrees at the moment. I want to work fairly fast because I don't know how quickly this is going to set in this weather. Now, I got this silicone oil on Amazon. As I said, I've never worked with it before, so I have no idea how this is going to react, but it'll be fun trying. more in there. Interesting, possibly. Give that a swirl later, but first of all I'm going to mix some oil into my colours. Just put 2 or 3 drops into each one. I may not be using enough oil. I don't know. Let's have a go and see what happens with this. So I've got loads left over, so I'm just going to pop that into a coaster mould. I'm going to do that off camera, because if I move everything, I'm just going to lose focus. Okay, that's that part done. Now, just going to get my... So this is what I normally use, it's just a nail dotting tool. So I use this for swirling because it doesn't damage the moulds like using a pin. Let's give this a go. Okay, that's me done. I'm just going to pop this on the heat mat and I'll be back in a few hours. Hi again, back. These are fully cured now, I think. It's definitely hard enough to take out of the moulds anyway. So I'm going to start with the ones that we started with originally, where I dropped the silicone oil in afterwards. So that would be this one. Ew, it's really quite greasy. It's quite pretty though. Just get a wipe that. Don't know how well you can see that. A pretty effect. That was that one. This is the same, the cabochon, also really greasy. Focus. I can't see my camera. There you go. These two are the ones where I dropped the oil into the pigment before I poured them. That's nice, these aren't actually greasy. Unfortunately the mould is quite matte because it's an old one, but I didn't want to try this with a good mould. It's different. It's created quite a big hole in the middle, as you can see. All the pigment has gone to the sides. That's quite a pretty effect. Ring light doesn't really help with this, but let's see if we can get you. I'll take some pictures later with better lighting. That's actually quite nice. I like the way the pigment is moved around in that one. And the one I didn't show you while I was pouring is this coaster, and I just kind of threw all the I put some clear resin in first, and I just kind of threw the colours on top of it. Let's have a look and see what happened with that. And this again feels really disgustingly greasy on the outside. Can't really decide whether I like that or not. It's definitely an interesting effect. It's quite clear in the middle. I don't know how well this shows up on camera, but the underlayer is quite clear here, and the inks have dropped on the outside. Again, I'll take some pictures, pop these up alongside the video. Well, there you go. Going to be a lot more experimenting with silicone oil, I think. If you got this far without getting really bored, thanks for watching. See you soon.